Hello, my name is Luis Jesus Contreras Ochoa, and I'm going to present my evidence number 3 of contemporary world. First, list and briefly describe important events of the last decades, from the crisis of the socialist bloc until today, the digital era. Crisis of the socialist bloc. It was affected by the new economic and political ideals in which the government of Mikhail Gorbachev was involved. Berlin Wall and Germany reunification. After a few pacific protests in November the 9th in 1989, the government of Eastern Germany announced officially that the citizens of Berlin could transit from east to west without problem. NAFTA, the North American Free Trade Agreement. It was signed in different dates. George Bush, President of the USA, signed on December the 8th in 1992, and Brian Mulroney, First Minister of Canada, did the same on December the 11th. And finally, Carlos Salinas de Gortari, President of Mexico, on December the 14th. It began to work in 1994. The taxes and the restrictions of commerce between Canada, USA, and Mexico got relaxed. Twin Towers attack, or the World Trade Center attack. It was caused by the terrorist group Al-Qaeda. First, the idea was to crash 10 planes in the Twin Towers, Pentagon, the Capitol, FBI headquarters, CIA headquarters, nuclear centrals, and the highest buildings in Los Angeles and Seattle. Creation of International Monetary Fund and World Bank. These institutions have been protagonists in the flux of money, international exchange, administration of loans, and the financing of government projects around the world. Finally, the digital era revolution. It is another of the phenomena that has marked our era. Since the invasion of television and telephone, the world has undergone an unprecedented process of technological advancement. The development of the computer in the mid-20th century has been the main innovation that has marked the revolution. As we will know, today computers are a fundamental part of our lives, helping us to process documents, perform numerical calculations, control systems of all kinds, study, work, and entertain us. The development of the Internet has also marked a profound change in educational, labor, and recreational life of men, becoming a monumental platform to share information of all kinds. Its global reach and the immediacy of its data transmission have allowed for a revolution in the way we communicate, no matter how far we are from another person. The Internet allows us to communicate in real time and exchange words, images, sounds, and video. Describe the following terms: globalization, terrorism, unipolar world, and digital era. Globalization, integration of the various international societies into a single global capitalist market. Terrorism, domination caused by terror. The control is gained by violent acts. The terrorism wants to pressure the government and the society, mainly to impose their ideas and needs. Unipolar world. The United States is the main power in the world. It is considered as protagonist in international exchange, with more capacity in economic and military stuff in comparison with other countries. Digital era. The electronics has contributed the development of equipment of the information process at a very fast pace. Then, the development of software for these machines, which has grown in complexity as the support made by the machine has evolved. Think deeply about each concept, make a description that allows you to connect each term with a list of the events provided previously, number 2, and then answer the following questions. Why did the globalization emerge? Well, I think that it began since the fall of socialist bloc. The fall of Berlin Wall and the Germany reunification were events that took place in order to globalize the world. In most cases, what caused the terrorist attacks of the 20th century? Well, because politicians do not respond to the needs of population, and the only way they think is the best to be heard is to spread horror over the country in order to make the government respond their needs. How does the end of the Cold War relate with the unipolar world? Well, I think because the relationship between them was that two superpowers had military and economic command over the whole world. So, unipolarity at the end of the Cold War and the fall of the socialist bloc becomes only a superpower, the USA. How has the digital era influenced today's society? Technology is already part of our daily life. Since our world turns from this, we need it either for education, work, or just for fun. But in most cases, it makes us useless to do different jobs that do not occupy technology or technological devices like computers, cell phones, or video games. Then here's my bibliography. I had 6 sources. One is from Contemporary World, and so much thank you. Goodbye.